operations in Iran. A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries. Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East in recent years, as well as U.S. naval and commercial vessels in international shipping lanes. It's been mass terror, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. From Lebanon to Yemen and Syria to Iraq, the regime has armed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it was Iran's proxy, Hamas, that launched the monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel, slaughtering more than 1,000 innocent people, including 46 Americans, while taking 12 of our citizens hostage. It was brutal, something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror and just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens on the street as they protested. It has always been the policy of the United States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again, they can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them never to resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons, and we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil. But Iran refused, just as it has for decades and decades. They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore. Instead, they attempted to rebuild their nuclear program and to continue developing long-range missiles that can now threaten our very good friends and allies in Europe, our troops stationed overseas, and could soon reach the American homeland. Just imagine how emboldened this regime would be if they ever had and actually were armed with nuclear weapons as a means to deliver their message. For these reasons, the United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America and our core national security interests. We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. We're going to annihilate their Navy. We're going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces and no longer use their IEDs or roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people including many Americans, and we will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. It's a very simple message. They will never have a nuclear weapon. This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces. I built and rebuilt our military in my first administration, and there is no military on earth even close to its power, strength, or sophistication. My administration has taken every possible step to minimize the risk to U.S. personnel in the region. Even so, and I do not make this statement lightly, the Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran. We ask God to protect all of our heroes in harm's way, and we trust that with his help, the men and women of the armed forces will prevail. We have the greatest in the world, and they will prevail. To the members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the armed forces, and all of the police, I say tonight that you must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or in the alternative, face certain death. So, lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death. Finally, to the great proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond. America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass. May God bless the brave men and women of America's armed forces. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Wow. Hey. Oh my God, there was nothing that was not said. Oh, he has abandoned Iran. He was abandoned Iran. Oh my goodness. Hey, Omo, let me show you some videos. Actually, Goldie is online. Let me see. Goldie. Let's see. Let's listen. Let's listen.
Is there an alternative? I'm an atheist to God Bless America. How about America F yeah? F yeah. No.
Okay, I thought they were showing videos.
Just say you can make an exception for President Trump.
All right, symbolically, I would say symbolically. God bless America. Symbolically.
There you go.
Let's see. Okay.
Shah and Payanda Iran. See you guys in.
Let me, I did show some videos of people on the streets. Oh my goodness. They're so happy. Hey! See as I follow them happy. Oh. Iran. So let me take this tweet. It says, Saudi Arabia just announced that it is prepared to join America in any capacity in the war against Iran. For context, Saudi Arabia is the headquarters of Islam and destination of every Muslim pilgrim. Meanwhile, a certain Zubairu in Talata Mafara is telling you that the attack against Iran is an attack against Islam. You need to see what the terrorists in Nigeria are doing. Now that they cry past the belief though. Okay, here. They're excited. See.
خیلی خوبه.
Oh, make Nigeria happy like this, so this thing give me joy. I don't know. This is their was it royalty? Not be their crown prince of Iran, Reza Pahlavi. Okay, let's listen to him. I think he spoke in Iran, but let's see.
همیهنان عزیزم لحظاتی سرنوشت
So he's saying he's calling on the police and the security forces to defend. I'm reading from Only London. And security forces to defend civilians and abandon the regime amid strikes. Your duty is to defend the people, not to defend the regime that has our homeland hosted through repression and crime. Oh, I'm so happy for Iranian people. Oh, I'm going to come back to this video. Let me just... I'm so happy for them. There was a particular video I saw. They were dancing on the street. Kenya bear rest. Where you see bomb for Iran? Where it did? It was targeted. I beg, don't let us quarrel this morning, no. I beg rest. Were you happy with their repression? Abi you be you be BH, silent BH. He's fighting with the Iran people. Did you see bombs dropping on the people? It was targeted. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you guys are not seeing the video. Sorry. Incognito, tell me now, educate me, since I don't know anything about the conflict. Educate me now. Since I don't know about the conflict, why don't you educate me? This shows that you're a very unreasonable and very, very a stupid person. You come into my comment and the first comment you're dropping is an insult. Since you know, why don't you do the job of educating? That's what you should do. Look at you. You can't even say anything about it. Educate yourself. Ignorant bastard. You run into my comment and you come to spew dumb things that you have no idea about. You're very stupid. Stupid human being. You are dumb. You are daft. You are very clueless. Useless human being. Educate me now, since you know. Now go run enter person comment section. No context, nothing. How about saying, oh, this is what I think about it, oh. No, because you know and pass. Now you get all the answers. Now you know inside. You live in Iran. You know what's happening there. Dumb, illiterate, half-baked, educated people running up and down the streets. Some people will go and mind the business that pays you. Rubbish. The people on ground that are suffering, you know better than them. You know better than the Iranians that are on ground crying and have been unalived. You know better than them. Mumu. Look at them. Your Nigerian news is printing. Again, Israel launches unprovoked attack on Iran. Meanwhile, they kpai people for Nigeria. I never see any of your people come out. Your premium times come out and report the news on a loop of what is happening in Nigeria. Nonsense. Anybody when want to talk any ignorance, just stay away from my comment section. No? because I go insult your generation. Una no dey see the kpai when dey happen for Nigeria. Now another person own now na body take dey hot. Useless people. Don't tell me it is okay now, Chukwudi. Not let me transfer this aggression. Do not tell me it is okay, please. Don't ever say that to me.
ترکیبات بکارد طوفان ایران میکنه. پایان جمهوری اسلامی رسیده بیتو زدن کلی سپاهی مرده امیر حاتمی مرده.
So basically, to those who care to listen and understand what's been happening in Iran, please, it is not war, it is a rescue operation for 90 million Iranians. Let's go, POTUS. You have made the right decision and have the support of all Iranians and all Americans who care about America. And know the regime is an existential threat to us and all Western countries and the Ayatollahs. I support the Iranian people. Now the people, I did behind them. Gidigba.
Public, just need to quickly say, for the past few weeks, I've been telling people to stay calm, be patient, help is on the way. And there have been a number of people, some with bigger platforms on social media, who kept going around saying Tusi is lying, President Trump is a coward, help is not coming, Trump has betrayed the Iranian people. That resulted in people in Iran getting depressed, getting disillusioned, becoming scared, getting paranoid. Every single one of those people who for the past few weeks were going around on social media and on this channel, on the live chat, saying that, F you, F every single one of you. I told you to ignore these people. People in Iran started getting all these stupid statements on social media, and they started to believe that President Trump has betrayed the Iranian people. F every single one of you. I don't need your apologies. I don't need you to say, oh, I'm glad I've been proven wrong that President Trump actually went and attacked the Islamic Republic. No, shut the F up. From now on, sit down and watch TCTV. Now,
I am happy for Iranian people. Oh. Congratulations to Iranian people. See, they're shouting freedom, freedom. Wow.
Breaking news, America might have killed the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei. We just got satellite pictures of his compounds being completely destroyed in Iran. Some of the first airstrikes the US carried out earlier today was on his home and his compounds. And something else you need to know is that since these attacks have taken place, Iran has not confirmed whether he is alive or whether he is dead, which would suggest there is a high chance he could be dead. Now, I will say it's unlikely he would have been in his compounds, especially with all of the US military assets and the tensions that were building up around Iran over the last few weeks. So it's likely he would have been in a safe bunker, probably under the ground. But the US would know this. The US has some incredible intelligence. And if the US wanted to, they probably could have killed him. And we just got confirmation by a US official that the US, in the strikes today, did try and assassinate Ayatollah Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran. And so, based on what Iran is saying and the confirmation we just got by the US, it seems very possible and very plausible that the leader of Iran might be assassinated and he might be dead. And if that happens, that's something we couldn't possibly imagine. We don't know what's going to happen next if that is true. And so, as the things progress throughout the day, I'm going to be keeping you updated and making videos as we get more information. So please leave me a follow, because this is something everyone needs to know about. This could reshape the entire Middle East forever.
Hey, I'm happy for them, oh, Nigeria. Listen. Look at how happy the people are. These people have been under repression for decades. And people are coming to tell me, I don't know anything about it. I hear you. You that know, teach me now. At least I'm not even dey proud. I say teach me, you run. They talk rubbish and nonsense. Eh? How long do you think these people have been crying for decades? They have literally read books about the repression in Iran. Excuse you. So this is the Taliban's top commander, Abdul Hadi Himmat, head of Taliban military court, who had been threatening to capture Pakistan in 24 hours, has been unalived in Pakistan airstrikes. He was also responsible for introducing new laws restricting women's rights in Afghanistan. You guys remember that? Say women all covered up there, you know, even they go school again. Eh? Islamic terrorism have pied thousands of Nigerians and displaced millions from their homes. Okay? If you're not angry with Islamic terrorism, you are wicked and evil, and it shall never be well with you. Yes, I second this prayer. As if you know they see the disaster when they happen. I'm just going through my videos so I can pull out the one that has to do with Iran. There was a video of some women dancing. Aha, this is it. Do you see any military action on the street here, Jacob? Do you see any military action on the street here? Do you see any military personnel on the streets of Iran? This is Tinubu's wife's convoy. This is her convoy in Warri, Delta State. This is her convoy. The president's wife, oh, look at it. Can you count the number of cars? I didn't bother counting. The president's wife, this is her convoy. I beg. Look at it. They targeted, excuse me, excuse me. Iran just fired missiles at 5 countries simultaneously. Okay? Here is what actually happened to each of them. Bahrain confirmed hit on the U.S. Navy 5th Fleet headquarters. Bahrain's own state news agency reported the strike. No casualty figures released yet. This is the command center for every American naval operation in the Persian Gulf. It was struck. UAE, multiple missiles intercepted by Emirati air defenses. 1 civilian killed in Abu Dhabi from falling debris. The UAE Defense Ministry confirmed the intercepts. The Emirates just absorbed an act of war on its sovereign territory, country it shares a maritime border with. Qatar, missile intercepted, 0 damage. The Qatari Interior Ministry confirmed the same country Iran just attacked is the country that hosted Al Udeid for 20 years as a gesture of regional balance. That balance ended this morning. Kuwait, Kuna confirmed missiles were dealt with in Kuwaiti airspace. No reported damage. Kuwait, which stayed neutral through every Gulf crisis since 1991, just had Iranian ballistic missiles flying over its cities. Jordan, 2 Iranian ballistic missiles shot down by Jordanian military, confirmed by the Jordanian armed forces directly. Jordan intercepted Iranian missiles in June 2025 as well. That was in defense of Israel. This time, Iran targeted Jordan itself. Saudi Arabia, Far News claims strikes. No confirmation from any Saudi source. No tier 1 or tier 2 verification. Either it did not happen or Riyadh is not yet ready to say it did. Both possibilities carry enormous implications. Now, understand what Iran just accomplished strategically. In attempting to retaliate against Israel and America, the GC fired missiles at 6 sovereign nations in a single morning. Not one of those nations attacked Iran. Bahrain did not bomb Tehran. The UAE did not launch strikes on Isfahan. Qatar hosted diplomatic back channels. Kuwait maintained neutrality for 3 decades. Jordan was meditating. Iran just converted every neutral and semi-neutral state in the Gulf into a potential co-belligerent. Every nation whose airspace was violated, whose civilians were unalived, whose sovereignty was breached, has legal and political justification to join whatever coalition forms next. And the damage tells the real story. 1 civilian dead from debris intercept across 4 countries, no confirmed destruction of any U.S. military asset, no reported American casualties among 40,000 troops in theater. Iran fired at the entire Gulf, and the Gulf caught almost everything. Compare this to what Israel did to Tehran this morning. Precision strikes on the IRGC Intelligence Directorate, explosions near the Supreme Leader's office, 3 detonations in central Tehran confirmed by Iranian state media itself. One side hit what it aimed at, the other side hit 1 civilian with debris. This is the asymmetry that will define the next 72 hours. Iran demonstrated intent to strike everywhere and capability to hit almost anything. The Gulf states demonstrated they can defend themselves, and now those states must decide whether the country that just fired ballistic missiles across their borders gets to do it again. They will not let it happen again. Watch for the joint statement. Watch for airspace coordination between Riyadh, Abu Dhabi, Manama, and Kuwait City. Watch for the coalition that Iran just built against itself with a single salvo. Iran did not retaliate against Israel this morning. Iran gave every country in the Middle East a reason to retaliate against Iran. Okay. Sana Ebrahimi, I am an Iranian and I would like to ask you to pray for the US forces and the Iranian people, not the Ayatollah regime. Long live the people of Iran and God bless the United States of America. Okay? While we're at it, your fellow Boko Haram people are standing with Iran. Okay? Okay? They are standing with Iran. Meanwhile, they are unaliving people in their millions in their own backyard. No word, no peep, nothing. Nothing. Okay, I don't know if this is in English. This is not in English. So it says, my dear compatriots, decisive moments lie before us. The assistance that the President of the United States had promised to the brave people of Iran has now arrived. This is a humanitarian intervention and its target is Islamic Republic. Its apparatus of repression and its machinery of unaliving, not the country and great nation of Iran. Una dey hear? Una dey hear? Those who know everything. Have you people heard it? Nonsense. Anyway, moving along. While we are at it, Nigeria, they kpai people up and down like saying na Christmas. Look at it. Make I show now wetin dey happen for Nigeria. All right, let me show you people what's going on in Nigeria. Look at it. Islamic Fulani killer terrorists are now demanding Yoruba young women virgins as part of ransom payments in Southwest. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Okay? In fact, let me let you guys listen to this. Now, Yoruba, the person they speak, you might want to go get a Yoruba friend to interpret.
Ẹ̀sìn Islam ó wá kọ ẹ̀yin mọ̀lẹ́bí síra wọn ní nígbà ayé Muhammadu náà ó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, mo fẹ́ play voice note kan. Ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nínú voice note yẹn, page ẹ̀ máa fi sí ojú screen, ẹ máa rí page ẹ̀. ẹ lè lọ rí ojú ẹ̀ in fact ó tiẹ̀ tún ṣe fídíò fún ẹni tí ó ń báwí ẹni tó dẹ̀ ń báwí àbúrò ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ó fẹ́ pa àbúrò ẹ̀ nítorí pé àbúrò ẹ̀ fi ẹ̀sìn Islam lẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn Islam orí burúkú ni àwọn olórí burúkú ló ń ṣẹ̀sìn ẹ ká gbọ́ nǹkan tí arábìnrin yìí sọ.
ẹni tó jẹ́ pé orí ẹ̀ ti dà ẹni tí ẹ pé orí ẹ̀ ti dà mo bá rí láìsí tó ń ṣe lórí TikTok níjọ́ tí mo fi drop tí mo fi ṣe fídíò yẹn omi dẹ̀ jábọ́ lójú mi àwọn tí wọ́n DM mi mo ní láti máa fọwọ́dù nǹkan tí nǹkan lá ń ṣe tí wọn gbogbo wọn làánú ni àwọn àánú gbogbo àwọn tó mọ̀ mí mọ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó mọ̀ dáàdì pátá DM mi ti kún person wey be say you suppose be wicked Bukola tí o ti mọ̀ kankan kó máa sọ lọ nìṣó ẹni tí ẹ pé mo bá screen record kọ́ọ̀dù gbogbo ẹ̀ ni wàláì ó ń dé sí Nàìjíríà báyìí àwọn kìíní máa gbé ni àwọn ṣàríà lórí láì láàbì kò tí ì mọ̀ kan tó wọ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe bó ń dànù ní belebele ni tó bá yọ orí ẹ̀ dànù kúrò lórí ẹ̀ ó máa gbọ́n náà ó máa gbọ́n all this website she dey do ẹ̀ náà ṣe téèyàn bá lóun fẹ́ disgrace mọ̀lẹ́bí èèyàn tó fẹ́ disgrace èèyàn olóńgbò àlà mo kàn ń wo Bukola báyìí pé àbí Bukola náà kàn olóṣèlú adára mo ní kò sí wàhálà ó máa dé sí Nàìjíríà náà ẹnu ẹ̀yẹ́ máa padà mú Ọlọ́run èmi jẹ́ pé mo ti ń bá screen record post ẹ̀ mo ti ń tag àwọn Libya government the next thing tí màá ṣe ń sìn ni màá gbé fídíò yẹn sórí Facebook màá wá tag gbogbo Libya government tí mo mọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọmọ wa Bukola jáde ẹni tó máa yọ orí ẹ̀ dànù kúrò lórí ẹ̀ tọkùn ẹ̀ máa bà mí wọ́n ìwọ ló ń bá kàn jẹ́ kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́nà ṣùgbọ́n ó máa dé sí Nàìjà kékeré nìyẹn she dey talk àwọn ms bàbá àwọn èèyàn tó máa ń tàgì yẹn tó máa ń tàgì ara wọn yẹn tó máa ń gbé láìfò sílẹ̀ fún wọn ọmọ wa ẹ̀bẹ̀ Nàìjíríà má wọrí tó bá yọ orí ẹ̀ síbì kan tó ya pẹ́ síbì kan tí wọ́n fún ajá jẹ kájá jẹ mọ́ èmi ló kàn máa dùn nítorí mọ́ èmi lọ́ máa ké kan tó ké níbẹ̀. ṣé adọ́sàn just leave am jàre kó máa jayé ẹ̀ lọ ọwọ́ ṣàríà lọ máa tẹ̀ ọlọ́ngbọ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn isba hausa yẹn wọ́n máa tẹ Bukola the láìla the mufti kábàbùrà ọwọ́ wọn máa tẹ̀ ṣáà máa wọ̀ ọ́. If they no cut her head, everything is good. If they no cut her head, wetin her head dey think? Kí ló ń forí ẹ̀rù tẹ́lẹ̀? Èmi bó ṣe máa ṣe blasphemy ló ń forí ẹ̀rù. Ìwọ ló máa ń wọ o. Bukola tó yẹ pé ó máa jẹ ẹyẹ báyìí, ó máa gé kàjẹ gbẹ̀yìn. Ọlọ́run ẹni tó máa gé kàjẹ gidi báyìí, ta ni àmọ́mọ́ yẹn ẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe báyìí fún mi. Ẹni tí ẹ jẹ́ pé mo ti ń screen record ẹ̀ mo ti ń save ẹ̀ pamọ́. O má wọrí ní tiẹ̀. Tí mo kọ́kọ́.
So the sum total of this is this girl, her sister, right? She's calling out her sister, saying that her sister is saying things about Islam, that she's already screen recorded her videos and some of the things that she said about Islam. That as soon as she comes home, she's going to report her to whether not Hizbah, no, not Hizbah, they are Sharia people. That they will first of all remove her head. This is her own sister she's talking about, not a stranger. For saying all the things that she's saying, that she's brought disgrace to the family, so she must pay the highest price. By the time they remove her head from her body, she will. That's what this woman, this young girl, is saying about her own sister. And you people don't want Iran people to be happy. Hey, meanwhile, look at it. See, this is Nigeria. They've turned it to open air graves. Gunmen attacked Finitri's hometown in Adamawa despite joining the failed APC party. This is another testimony that the defecting governors are being paid heavily to do so. On which account will Finitri be joining a party that can't protect its own people? Look at it. Sam.
It was a tragic evening in Kichinga, a quiet community in Adamawa.
They don't turn Nigeria to
when
mass
suspected members of
grave.
Boko Haram
Mass grave
stormed the local
centers.
market, opening attacks that reportedly claimed the lives of 18 people.
What happened here is
Eyewitnesses say the assault began at the bustling marketplace before spreading into surrounding neighborhoods. Several houses were set ablaze and property worth millions of naira was destroyed in the coordinated attack.
they are Boko Haram because they are where they are gone. They wear uniform. Some of them just like mobile. So they are Boko Haram because we stay here. This thing it takes a long time because we organize them. They are gone when they shoot. We know that these are the Boko Haram because when they came with this uniform, they pretend because Nigeria have a face cap and they will tie their head with the uniform around. So
Governor Modefintri visited the affected community to commiserate with families of the victims. The governor, who hails from the community, described the attack as barbaric and an act of cowardice by the perpetrators.
It's unfortunate, it's barbaric, it's uncalled for, because these are innocent citizens that needs to have been protected by us as a government. But they were murdered in cold blood by these unwarranted activities of the Boko Haram.
The governor was accompanied by head of security agencies in the state as they assessed the level of destruction and assured residents that additional security personnel will be deployed to vulnerable communities, especially those sharing boundaries with the dreaded Sambisa forest.
Continue our best to ensure that we strengthen the security aspect around them in this community. And I think we have started. The forest guards that were trained, if you look around today, they were armed. And we will further continue to arm the other hunters and vigilantes within the community so that they can form collaboration with the military at any time they envisage any attack. It's a porous community, very close to the fringe of the Zambeza.
Security agencies have seen intensified surveillance operations in the area. Ansem Nuhu, AIT News, Yola.
Before, are they going to call if America do, una go talk. If they not do, una go talk. Now the same una go come out when in America when okay. He don't save. He don't fight against the repressive regime. All those their nuclear weapons when they set up, they don't do something about them. Una see they complain. Before, are the American soldiers supposed to be on the street helping the citizens? Are they supposed to be on the street? If una like more na live na me America, more kuna live me Nigeria be as e be now. Shoot. Everybody kukuma they get it. Everybody is losing on all ends. So if you people like, don't do anything. Fold your hand. The man they do. When was the last time which president from America don't ever stand with any people, group of people or countries fighting against their repressive regimes? How many? Name one. I beg. Anyway, let me see. Some bold Winners Chapel. Someone went to Winners Chapel raising a placard saying stop Christian genocide. Stop killing Nigerians, because he felt the top pastors have not been vocal enough about the plight of Christians. Guess what happened? They whisked him away and detained him for 28 hours for demanding for safety for Nigerians in a church. In a church. This now your own people. These are your people. This one not be outsider now. These are your GOs, your pastors. They can't even say, they cannot do anything for you. But somebody who is outside and seeing the rot inside is saying, what's the most effective way to help these people? You people are quick to condemn. Now enter street, go fight about yourself now. So why are people asking for help? Enter streets and go and fight by yourself, please. People should go and do it yourselves now. Is it by force? One man, bold man. I'm very happy that the Northern Christian Association has broken away from the Southern Christian Association. It's the smartest move they've made. They are naming their CAN office in Lagos after Remi Tinubu. Insult, slap, spitting on the graves of the people that have been unalived by Boko Haram people. You see, let me read it for you people. We are all facing the consequences. So Mona leave am. Wetin if he do now before on call? He's not supposed to have his own interest. He's not supposed to have his own interest. Mona go fight the thing by herself. Everybody dey suffer am anyway. We are all suffering. So there's nothing well about it. Let's continue to suffer since we no need their help now. Look at it. Kudos to that man that was bold enough to do it. Revolution now, bro. What's up? So this Sunday I went for the protest in Winners Church headquarters. After like 1 minute of me raising placard, I was taken to a private place and was detained for more than 28 hours with vigorous questions. What I am planning on doing now is going there with online influencers, people who will go live with while everything is happening. I will pay them. We need to make the world know that there is Christian genocide. From there, we will call for a protest. Anyone who is scared don't need to talk, but just video. I will be the one shouting. The revolution we want needs to start from somewhere. Can you imagine? This is a bold person in Nigeria. There will be nobody to come out to support him. Nobody. No, nobody. I beg you, when I never ready, the suffering never complete. Here is Peter Obi, showed up in Rivers State. This man head don't white finish. All in head don't white finish. Kai!
Since yesterday, and we outside, we even do sports. They make it not come, but we are here since yesterday. We party, we do sports, we are together, we are in the field, we are on the street. Where the more fun, where say make it enter.
Person when they tell me not sure for Rivers State, he's outside. Nothing when they feed do. He's outside. They can do nada.
Are the things that the government is supposed to do for us for free. The things we are asking God are the things that the government is supposed to do for us for free. As far as Nigeria believes that there is a better place called heaven, Nigeria will never make Nigeria a better place for their children. Religion will make you weak, lazy, because the Lord shall fight for you and you shall hold your peace. So He has gone to prepare a place before you. When there is mansion, gold, bro, you are going to die. You will become a spirit. Is a spirit moved by material things like gold, mansions? No, but somehow you believed it. You went to church, you do Thanksgiving, that you how far you got visa. You're jollificating, you're happy, you're doing Thanksgiving, you're doing testimonies. They created a heaven on here on earth. If I was promised Ferrari, that after I die, I'll get my Ferrari. How is Ferrari useful when I'm dead? That's how you sound. If you don't believe in God, now rest, now respect. Everybody should respect their belief. What am I using belief to do when I can actually know? I don't believe Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. I know Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. I cannot accuse very dark man and take him to court with a belief. Belief is when you accept something without proof. Knowledge is power, not belief. I cannot talk about politics without talking about religion because they all fucking work together. for manipulation. Now you all have psychosis. A white man came into my life and told me that if you take this book is more than gold. You took my gold and went to your land and created heaven here on earth. You told me that if I die, I'll see gold in the street, in heaven. Of what use it is for me to get material things when I'm dead? Is a spirit moved by material things? You can talk about politics without talking about religion. You can talk about politics without talking about religion. How? When you think there is a guy up there in the sky that's going to save us one day, who is going to go there and fight? If we think there's an imaginary friend up there.
Okay, I want to read something also. We're coming back to Iran again. This is Shanaka Aslem Pereira. They did not bomb Iran. They waited for Iran's entire leadership to sit down in the same room and then they bombed Iran. Months of intelligence, thousands of hours of surveillance and signal intercepts. One variable, the moment the supreme leader, the president, and senior military command gathered in a single location at the same time. The moment was 8:15 this morning, daylight. Every previous Israeli strike on Iran came at night. June 2025 launched in darkness. October 2024 after midnight. Iran's entire air defense doctrine is built around the assumption that Israel attacks in the dark. Israel attacked in broad daylight because the target was not infrastructure, the target was a meeting. Reuters confirms strikes targeted Khamenei and Pezeshkian. CNN confirms months of joint US-Israeli planning. Israeli officials confirmed the strike hit the location where Iran's top officials were gathered. Whether Khamenei was moved before the strike or extracted after is the most consequential unknown on the planet right now. If before someone inside Tehran's inner circle told Jerusalem when and where the meeting would happen, if after the strikes hit the room and he survived, both scenarios are catastrophic for the regime because Iran's leadership now knows three things. Israel knew where they were meeting, Israel knew when they were meeting, Israel knew who would be in the room. And everything we watched over the past month, the F-22s at Ofda, the tankers at Ben Gurion, all you did, empty to zero, 270 transport flights, all of it was a delivery architecture for one precision strike on one gathering. Every future meeting of Iran's senior leadership now carries one question. Does Israel know about this one too? This is not a military operation. This is the destruction of institutional trust inside the regime. Every general who sits with Khamenei tomorrow will wonder who told Jerusalem about today. Every RIGC commander who receives a meeting summons will calculate whether attendance is duty or a death sentence. Every secure facility in Tehran has been proven insecure. In June 2025, Israel unalived 30 generals in the opening minutes. That was brute force across dispersed targets. This was a scalpel. One meeting, one moment, moments of patience. Iran fired missiles at 6 countries in retaliation, most intercepted. One civilian unalived from debris in Abu Dhabi. Saudi Arabia responded by pledging all its capabilities against Iran. The Gulf coalition that did not exist yesterday exists today because Tehran built it by attacking everyone simultaneously. Israel traded one morning of precision strikes for the permanent destruction of Iran's command cohesion. That is not a battle, that is checkmate disguised as a first move. I just saw this now, okay? For those of us that are crying. All right, a couple more videos and that will be it for me for today, for now. Mona, listen. Mona, listen.
A lot of Nigerians do not know what we're talking economically and so on, something in energy and
yes, sir.
International Monetary Fund and all of these global diktats upon this nation. They don't know. I mean, if you go back to the Kissinger report, 1974 Kissinger report, it was secret then because he was Secretary of State of America, but now it has to be public because of the law over there after 50 years or something like that. 1974 Kissinger report, it says explicitly there that the Nigerian people must not be given access to their resources, that they must be kept for the rich nations. And then you have the structural adjustment program of the 1980s here that privatized our companies and sold off our companies to foreign interests, deindustrialized our nation, and that was supposed to make our economy more efficient. Well, it's led us to where we are today.
It is.
And so the thing is that most Nigerians don't know this. They don't know these economic policies, the simplicity of these things that will enable our country to be rebuilt and to become strong. Back in the 1970s, almost everything we consumed was made in Nigeria. And that's been systematically destroyed by foreign powers, so that they can have access to our resources and we won't be using them on ourselves. And that's why Nigeria has come. The International Monetary Fund is personally responsible for the economic condition of this country today. And it could be turned around in a couple of years.
Extremely shocking. One of the things I think people that will find extremely shocking from this report is that the Fulani militants.
Kola, welcome. Oh, Tracy, what you they delete?
They're getting paid by the Chinese who are
see
operating
what you
illegal
delete.
mining operations in Nigeria. So the Chinese go in, they don't have a permit to mine, and they will bribe people in that state to be able to mine, and then the protection money is then paid to the Fulani militants, who then use that money to then go murder and martyr Christians within Nigeria. So there's a lot to unravel here, but thank God President Trump has accepted this report. He is working so hard to bring the different sides together, the U.S. and Nigeria, but also our interagency coalition that we have going on, that we do have a plan and we are moving.
Oh, really? Kenny, that's what she posted. She's not city girl. Hey.
One of the things I think people that
Okay,
will find
another one bites the
extremely
dust.
shocking
Tracy,
from this
I will not
report
believe it
is
until
that the
you
Fulani
admit or
militants,
deny.
these Islamic militants
I will
we've
not
been talking
believe.
about, they're getting paid by the Chinese who are operating illegal mining operations in Nigeria. So the Chinese go in, they don't have a permit to mine, and they will bribe people in that state to be able to mine, and then the protection money is then paid to the Fulani militants,
imagine?
who then use that money to then go murder and martyr Christians within Nigeria. So
Chinese
there's
people
a lot to
wicked, though.
unravel here, but thank God President Trump has accepted this report. He's working so hard to bring the different sides together, the U.S. and Nigeria, but also our interagency coalition that we have going on, that we do have a plan and we are moving forward on this. So we do feel like we're taking good steps.
Wow. Chinese people. Anyway, we are not shocked. We still don't own our resources. That's true. You're right about that, because you have a few of them who have turned it about, it's all about their own. So they don't make them their own. So of course, oh, it was a mistake. Okay, no wala. Chinese is using, she says she collects money from Tinubu made for the boys. Is that true, Tracy? Are these allegations levied against you true? Kene is going in, oh. Eh? Oh, you dey attack Agbado for me. I understand. That has happened to me too, I know. Oh my God. Chinese is using the conflict to their advantage. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Omo. I don't know how we get ourselves out of here of this. So the lady that fainted yesterday, that lady, the Tracy O'Hiri that has been going against Dave Umoye, or Umoye has been trying to threaten her, whatever. She has been released on bail and she can now go home for treatment. So let's listen. A people defeated can never be united. A people defeated. Let me reduce it. I had increased the speed. Make I reduce it.
We are not wearing a uniform. All of us cannot be a uniform because we want to be as a minister. It's not a privilege. It's a privilege. So nice with you. It's not because they give you that opportunity. You not be there and intimidating people, which is very wrong. See, when I said the word, there's a way you put snake. When you put snake to the wall. No, goat to bite you. You put goat to bite you. We as a masses, we have become silent on us. People are not bandits and stopping for this country. You keep quiet. And they're using the same forces. What is what they say? The movement as you are going because the injustice where they do to you never wait until you start a movement. I will not give up. Because of that, it will not be used. Inside that way. Have they signed anything? Have they signed? Is this the useful? Where's James? Where's James? Did he come back? Where's James?
Kenny, I'm telling you, I just wish you would just join. See, the moment they came together, during that, when they were protesting for the Electoral Act, that was such a beautiful sight to see, to be honest. To have everyone in Nigeria, all the people that we know, Showore showed up, Prince Solawale showed up. What's his name? Amechi, Peter Obi, Do you know how powerful that is? I wish they would come to. I wish Showore, but hey, if wishes were horses, Showore want to do one man mopo. He want to do it and say it's him, only him that did it. Only him no pass. Now only him. Anyway, I'm not here to bash the man. He's trying. I can't take that away from him.
Please, we have information that I want to release out officially. And you can continue the treatment. Please, can you give us let me and you go. Okay. Please. No, I'm following you now. Don't worry. This is the country trust us. We are going to get out. Yeah, we'll go to we are
not violent people, sir.
No, we are going to get out. We are going to get out. I'm with you.
Light, please. Light, please. Yes.
We are back again. Yeah, three people. Okay, 3 people. Enter now, enter. You can't go beyond here. You have people on admission here. Please, can you take your camera down? Please take your camera down. One person, not your camera. You don't need the camera. Go in. Please, they are not coming here. Yes, they are not coming here.
Come on. Is there are they read something somewhere? Is Tinubu planning to divide Nigeria into 6 regions? Can somebody confirm or deny that? Is it true? Word on the street is that Tinubu is planning to divide Nigeria into 6 regions. Now, true, I been a lie, because I not trust these people. They talk from all sides of their mouths.
I never voted for Tinubu, but I believed in him partially then. Because he had this confidence that I thought Nigeria needed to fight the Westerners so that they can fucking leave us alone.
Really? Really?
Because then I thought Nigeria was never a country, but a company to the white people.
Oh, yeah?
Now it's been 4 years. It's going to 4 years. Tinubu is now the worst president that has ever happened to Nigeria.
Ooh,
He failed.
welcome. Welcome to the team.
This boils down to my question. What is happening at the top that we don't know? In the last 66 years, since independence, we've had 16 presidents now. And all of them behave exactly the same. Because you can't keep on telling me that it's corruption, it's money they want, it's money they want. Bro, money is the cheapest thing in power. And even though it's not, 16 presidents, they all act the same. None of them created any structure that we still enjoyed today. What is happening at the top that we don't understand, that we don't know? If I ask you, what will you do if you become the president? There is no way you're going to tell me you're going to eat all the money, because how much you fit chop? How much you fit chop? To be honest, how much you fit chop? And don't try to make me feel like as if the rich people want to be richer. No. Why are all the presidents acting the same? What is happening at the top is not possible for every.
Jam question.
Anywhere you want to go for, I have just told Obi now, Obi, anywhere you want to go for any meeting or any, go there. Don't entertain any fear. They want to frighten you. Your name is Okute Ndib, Okute Nigeria. Don't let this reference to threaten you. Obi, hear me and hear me out. Let them scratch your skin like this. They will not know that Igbos.
What do you think?
I said they will not know that Igbos, the gentility of a lion is not a sign of weakness. We have fought a civil war where we faced 3 world powers, three of them. That was in 1967. Now, you imagine what will happen with all the technology and with all we have grown now. We have done it before. We are ready to do it again. If you push out to the wall, we will fight back. Okoro, if anybody push out to the wall, we will fight back. That is a fact. How long can we continue to keep quiet and be afraid? Who in this country? Mention any other person who have contributed more than Igbos in this country. Mention the person. Mention the group. So for what reason should anybody be threatening you? Look at Rivers. Look at Rivers that we saved yesterday. Is it because we don't want to talk? We saved them yesterday. The federal government wanted to use them as what? As slaves. Go and listen to what Ahmadu Bello said. Yes, Ahmadu Bello. In October, 12th of October 1960, that 11 days after our independence. Yes, 12th of October 1960. Go and listen to what he said that this enclave called Nigeria belongs to them, and they will never allow any of this minority to see the light of day. They will never be allowed to be on their own. They will always be their slaves and all that. I said, go man. Written about it in the Sunday newspaper. And so this River State was among them. That was why Abacha, in fact, the second home was that River State. When Ken Saroriwa was hobnobbing with him, he thought that he had seen a friend. At the end of the day, was it not Abacha that orchestrated his death? In fact, Abacha said that he knows that this man has some power.
Let's return to the topic.
So these are the people that are talking to the Igbos now. We should tell them their history.
Anyway, my people, I'm going to wrap it up now. Okay. Let me see. EFCC. Now here, EFCC has invited Rotimi Amechi for questioning on the amount spent on rails and trains during Buhari's regime. Oh my God! This man says here, they are playing with Tinubu. Tinubu is a thug. He does not play nice. You either join the criminal APC or you join the Yeye man El Rufai in detention until the sham election is over. While they are at it, the EFCC should also question Rotimi Amechi on the $500,000 he spent on a 2-hour dinner for Professor Wole Soyinka na today. Okay, yeah, waiting. Nobody talk.
They say they have 31 governors. Why are they afraid? In the last election, Peter Obi
1 in 6 states where you have APC sitting governors. Atiku Abubakar, 1 in 8 states where there are APC sitting governors. In fact, 12 governors contested for the Senate, only 3 won. And all the ones following the landlord of Abuja, yes, on Wiki, all of them lost Senate.
Bam. Anyway, with that being said, guys, I leave you
Why are they afraid?
to enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm sorry I couldn't come out yesterday. I got really busy and I had other things to do after. So, guys, thank you, Kenny, thank you, Tracy, everyone that was able to join, and the one that I kicked out. Thank you for joining. I'm going to see you now later. Bye.